everybody. Here at the Young's house, Gina Young's going to be showing you all how easy it is to make holiday barbecued meatballs. These barbecue meatballs are so delicious, but they're super simple, and we're not using those frozen meatballs. Most people get the frozen meatballs and they throw them in some sauce, and they think it's good, and it's not. It's just not. I'm going to show you today how to make them taste delicious. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need just some meat. Now, whether you're using ground beef and ground turkey or just ground beef by itself, it doesn't matter. Both taste good, okay? I have 1 pound, because I'm going to make a small batch today. 1 pound of ground turkey, okay? Going to need a really interesting ingredient. I have some milk and some ketchup, and both of those is to make the meatball have great flavor. The milk is going to help to bind the breadcrumbs and make a great texture, okay? So the ketchup and the milk, any kind of breadcrumbs you want to use. You can even use the cornflake breadcrumbs. I got just a small handful of fresh parsley. We're going to use some barbecue sauce and some grape jelly. Get the cheap grape jelly. It works just the same, okay? All right, you're going to need some spices to make it come together. If you like Italian seasoning, you can put that in there, but you can also leave it out, okay? We're going to be using some garlic powder, some black pepper, chicken bouillon powder. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make meatballs that taste delicious. That's barbecue. I'm also going to be using some Parmesan cheese. If you, whatever kind of Parmesan cheese, I always have this kind that comes in a shaker bottle. We're going to put some in there for great flavor. I hope y'all are having a good day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Yes, this is a holiday recipe. It's a holiday must here at the Young's house. You know, when families all around, there are those family members that's just looking for all the finger foods, right? All the stuff that they can just pick up, or, you know, just the easy stuff like this. This is so easy to make. No matter who you feed it to, they're going to absolutely love it. So make sure you make enough. Sneak an egg in there too. I got 1 large egg. It helps to bind together your meatball. Barbecued meatballs are a staple for every holiday. They're so simple to make and they taste so good. We are going to take this 1 pound of ground turkey, okay? If you're cooking for a large crowd, which normally during the holidays, you're cooking for a nice amount of people, you're gonna wanna use 2 pounds. So whether you're incorporating beef with the turkey or 2 pounds of turkey, you want, you know, make some more. I'm making a small batch for you guys right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna cover the meat with about a 1/2 cup or a little more of breadcrumbs. Any kind of breadcrumbs, fresh breadcrumbs, just get you some. It helps to bind together the meatball. All right, so we're gonna crack a large egg, just like so, and we're gonna make this taste spectacular, okay? So let's pour some milk. There's not a certain amount or a measurement. Just get just enough milk to kind of touch these breadcrumbs to get them nice and soggy, okay? Perfect. And then we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Ketchup really brings home a great flavor for your meatballs every time. Instead of using salt today, I'm going to be using some chicken bouillon powder, because we know this chicken bouillon powder is so delicious, right? And then we're going to put some Parmesan cheese, about 2 tablespoons or more. Okay, that looks like or more. And I like to use the kind that comes in a shaker bottle. I just love it. We're gonna put some black pepper in, okay? And we're gonna put some garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning if you like Italian seasoning. But if you don't like it, leave it out. Fresh parsley is a must for your meatballs, okay? It just gives a beautiful, it makes the inside of the meatball look gorgeous and a spectacular taste, okay? Now, rarely you will see me use fresh parsley, because I like to use the dried. You can use dried if you want to, but for a meatball, the fresh parsley is delicious. So just about a handful, and really chop it down. Parsley going right in. And then we give it a nice mix, okay? Just like this. Now listen, we're going to take and make the size meatball that we want, and then we're going to kind of toss it up in the air like this. And if the meatball stays together and it doesn't break apart, you know you got the right texture. Because one thing that you don't want to do is make your meatballs and they fall apart in the pan. There's two different types of ways we can do this. We can turn around and make our meatballs, put them onto a cookie sheet, get them into the oven 350 degrees, and you never have to turn them. When they're golden brown, you know when they're done, right? Cut one open and it's done, okay? So you could do it that way, or today, I'm putting them in the pan and I'm gonna cook them that way. Let's try it together. Will the meatballs stay together, or do we need more breadcrumbs? It's staying together. Okay, so we're good to go. We're gonna take our meatballs, whatever size you decide to make them. No sizes is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to get them all into the pan, and I'm going to be cooking these on a medium heat. You want that golden brown, crispy outside. The inside is going to be juicy, soft, and supple, and super delicious because we wasn't afraid to season it. Season it well. Let me hear from y'all in the comment section below. What are you guys making for your holiday dinner? Because I'm going to be reading the comments. I want to see what you guys like to make. And I also want to know what you would like to see Gina Young make. Maybe there's a recipe that you grew up eating that you haven't had since, you know, grandma left, or whatever it may be. Or maybe there's just a holiday recipe that you try to make every year, but you'd like to make it better. What can Gina Young show you guys how to make? I want to hear from y'all in the comment section below. And you guys are going to start hearing from me in the comment section. There's so many people that message me daily, like whether it be email, messages, under all kinds of videos. You know, I almost have 3,000 videos, and it's a lot of messages, not just on the videos that I do daily, but videos that I made 5, 6, 7 years ago. There's people messaging me, and I just can't get to all those messages. But I'm going to get back into the realm of getting in that conversation, getting in that comment section, and messaging you guys, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there for those of you that sometimes you may feel like your comment is overlooked. It's never overlooked. It's just about how do I comment back to all those people. You know, you get the Let's turn these meatballs over. We are looking for that perfect golden brown color. Oh yeah. And when you get like this little char to it, that is flavor. Listen to me, it's not burnt. That color means great flavor. Let's make sure this whole circumference of the meatball has that color. Look at this. How easy was it, and how gorgeous are they? Like, you can imagine right now what the house smells like. It smells beautiful. I can't wait. I always test one of these. I test one before the sauce even goes on them. So what I do is I like to say, let me test and see if it's done, right? And when I open that thing up, it's done. I'm testing 2 or 3 of them before we even put sauce on them because they're that good. Let me show you how to make this sauce. And remember, this sauce is the boss. So good. It doesn't matter if you're making homemade barbecue, whatever type of barbecue sauce you love, always get the cheap kind, because I know I'm going to make it taste good, right? And you are too. I'm using the full bottle, okay? And then when it comes to your grape jelly, let me tell you how many ounces this is. This is a 1 pound, 2 ounce, okay? I'm going to use just about all of it. If you don't want to use it all, that's absolutely okay. I know I put that jar kind of close. I'm reading it like that. I ain't got my glasses on, so you can kind of laugh with me. I can't read it without my glasses. All right, so let's do it. Now listen, it takes some time for the jelly to really break up and melt. Just turn it on low. It will eventually happen. I want to talk about something really quickly. For those that would rather use the frozen meatballs that you just open that bag up and put your sauce on them, people will eat them. But they won't tell you that they're not delicious. like they're not going to tell you that they're not the best. They're not the best. Yes, they're convenient. Homemade is always best. When I tell you these meatballs right here, before you put the sauce on them, is so delicious. Make it homemade. It doesn't take no time. So look, this is melted down. We're gonna just let, oh yeah, we're gonna let the meatballs just kind of simmer in this lovely sauce, really, for however long you want. And if you got a small crock pot, you can set them in there, you know, just on low. That way they can stay nice and warm before guests get here. Take a look at these meatballs. Listen to me. Oh, I know. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on, tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection and your love. Amen. Let's taste. You want to taste. Listen to me. If you're just using the turkey alone, without using the beef, this meatball is going to be so soft. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, these people go wild over these meatballs, and you will too. It's hot, but I know y'all want me to try it. Come in close, and I'm gonna let y'all, come on, take a bite. Come right on down. I'm gonna let y'all have some, and let you have some. I'm going in. You're gonna love this.